Yo, what's up YouTube? So we got some heat today in the zenlesszonezero community. So we'll talk about this tweet right here. It's actually 2 days old and it's getting quite a lot of attraction here. So like the new voice actor English side of Yuzuha, Yukinami Yuzuha, she just came out this patch and this is the new voice actor, right? So she's announcing, hi there, you found me out, I'm the English VA of the character, right? She's thanking me and stuff and posting about this, and bunch of people congratulating her and stuff. So this post got around 11,000 likes and 300k like views. Then this person, like a bunch of people were posting like congrats and stuff. So this person also said, congrats, your performance as usual is so amazing and such a joy to listen to. And she replied with, of course, Yuzuha is our most precious angel. And you notice the gif here, this like behind like the behind flag of Yuzuha, it's supposed to be a lesbian flag apparently, and yeah, if you didn't know, that's what it means. And so this gif is trying to say is like Yuzuha is apparently a lesbian in their like mind and stuff, so they think they're lesbian, but that's actually a different story. We'll clear that up after I talk about this initial point. So this tweet actually caught quite the attention. It got 17,000 likes and it also has 1,000 bookmarks, and it has 3.6 thousand retweets, and some of them are quote retweets has like a lot of them, 800 comments and 2.5 million views, where the initial post was 300,000 views. Okay, 300, not 300, yeah, 300,000 I think. So this is actually the thing that we are gonna talk about right now actually. So let's take a look at the, so if you didn't know what's going on here, actually if you're completely out of the loop, it's basically in this community like a bunch of things like this goes on apparently, and different people will try to like force their headcanon and their opinions onto other people and their worldview onto other people, and force them to believe the same thing that they want them to believe in. So for example, if I believe a character is straight, bisexual, or like lesbian, gay, I'll also force you to believe that exact same thing the way I think, and I think that's what pisses people off, and that's how all this like fights and stuff, all this drama and the controversy comes in, right? But if you know what this tweet actually like representing, it's like not harmful at the way you think it is. It got traction for all the wrong reasons, and I do not think they had any bad intention here with this tweet at all. So pretty much how I see it is like the correct opinion would be, if the person is not forcing their worldview and their opinions onto you and calling you like stupid or something for not having the same opinion as them, you have no reason to be offended. If they she actually posted this out of like nothing, and she didn't even think about it. So we take a look at this clarification here as well. But before that, let's just say hypothetically she posted this like seriously, and this was her feelings about the character, and she wanted the character to be a like a lesbian, and she actually in the story she and Alice are high school friends or something, I don't know. I haven't spread the story yet, but this they seem pretty close, so it's not out of the blue for them to assume this, but it doesn't matter really. It's a fictional character, who cares? But if they still believe that this character is lesbian and they're posting about it, as long as they don't push this worldview onto yourself, and like if she says like if you don't believe in this, you are you're like harassing the character and stuff, you're like a bad person or something and all that stuff, then I'd say that's a problem and you should be like doing all this stuff, right? But other than that, I don't really see why these people are mad. Let's see some of the tweets here. I think it's like got all the it's getting hate for all the wrong reasons. So before we take a look at all this stuff, let's see what she clarified here. She posted this something about this, and someone replied to her because she was getting a lot of heat, I think. So they said Izua is not lesbian. So this tweet doesn't even have to do with anything, and they're replying here. So you, that should give you an idea of how big this got. Izua is not a lesbian. Nothing in lower points of sexuality. Yeah, no. Nothing in lore actually says any character sexuality is just implied in some way. Stop pushing your sexual preferences into a character you voice, please. It's highly unprofessional. If you do that as a fan, nothing is wrong. Nothing wrong with it, but you are the official view of the character. Okay, I actually agree quite a bit, but I don't see it as a problem at all as long as they are not being rude and stuff and they're not pushing that stuff into other people. So yeah, let's see. So said they said I don't have any opinion about this. I'm not sure what you mean. You literally post a Yuzuha gif in front of a lesbian flag and it's still there. If I posted something to do with that, it was purely accidental. But discrimination against minorities is not okay. Yeah, so you have the clarification there. Because it was, he says it was accidental, but I'd say even if it was not accidental, I do not take any issue with this inherently. It's like it's not a big deal, really. And I say like you know why these VAs are looked in such a bad way, because there are a bunch of other VAs who are actually really bad, like for example like the Paimon VA, like the Kitching VA and all those VAs. They like really poisoned the VA community as a whole, and people have a hard time trusting new English VAs and they think all of them are the same and stuff. I think that's part of the reason why people hating on her, but it's just a few bad eggs ruining the entire place basically. So yeah, this is like the meme, like uh yeah. So when C and JP care VS ship characters say it's okay, and but when E and V, I think okay, this is in defense. Okay, so this is I think all right. This is fandom is the most pacific community of all whoever's fandom. I ask, yeah. I love Yuri. Boo, did it scare you? Okay, this is also in a look, I don't have problem with anyone believing anything as long as you don't force that into me, right? So as long as you don't do that, I'm complete. Because we have posted with the character in front of a lesbian flag. Now she's being harassed by lolicons and incest keepers because apparently being gay is worse than PDF and incest. Okay, this defense never beating the swoon allegations. Okay. That's this guy is like, yeah, it's true actually. I actually know that account. I've seen multiple like disgusting, and we're not gonna talk about that today. Maybe a different time. But yeah, that's fine. We can go and read this as well. Actually, a bunch of these are like yeah, a bunch of these are like in support, right? Oh, what is that, bro? A bunch of these are like are in support for now, but you see there are like 100 thousand, 1,000 retweets. Maybe the previous ones were like pretty much against her basically. Yeah. So overall, as I said, my initial point, as long as the person not forcing their worldview in towards you, it's like not a big deal. We had a similar situation like this like 1 or 2 years ago. I think, yeah, I think 2 years ago or 1 year ago. I don't remember. I think 1 year ago actually. When Robin came out, a bunch of people are calling her lesbian and some are calling her straight, big, and all that stuff happened. It happens constantly in the space. So I'd say you shouldn't take any issue with someone calling a fixed character in any sexuality. They can think whatever they want. It's like not a real character at the end of the day. And the only problem would be if they're like attacking you for thinking in a certain way. So let's, for example, say a new character comes out, you call them either straight or anything you call them, and some person like says you were wrong because I think this way and stuff. So that would be a problem. Other than that, I don't even if so they really like Kimberly Tierney literally says that this was an accident. But as I said, even if it wasn't an accident, I don't really think it's a fine. She did not say anything that inflammatory or anything like bad at all. So yeah, that's about it, and that's a whole bunch of yap I wanted to do basically here. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope things like this don't happen. Things like this don't happen, man. It's like time wasting and it has no purpose. You should attack someone if they are like actually a problem. This is like nothing burger. Like he didn't even say anything that bad, and it's like whatever, man. I'm not really trying to defend her for like because I support this or anything. I don't really care. I'm straight, right? So why should I care about this? Like I don't care. So yeah, it's like yeah, you know what I mean. By now, I just yapped a whole bunch. Yeah, let me know what you think about in the comments, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Peace, YouTube.